Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trusty's Vintage Live Sale. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. As hopefully you might have caught on that this is now my third group sale event during the month of October because I am celebrating 1 year in the resale business. So I opened my Etsy shop 1 year ago on October 6th, and in celebration, I'm doing a bunch of fun things this month. And one of them is turning every one of my live sales on Thursday nights into a group sale. So we got the 4 sellers, 1 sale event tonight, and joining us tonight, returning is Rebecca from Kitschy and Bitchy. Also returning is Christine from Side Street Market. And then for her first live sale ever, so I'm continuing the tradition of having somebody doing their very first live sale in one of my group events, is Beth from Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. So you've all seen her in the chat. She is now joining in the reseller game, and we are going to see how it goes. We're going to let her cut her teeth in a group event, and we're all here to support her and hope it goes well. So let's see who's joining us tonight. We've got Katie from Vintage and Vinyl is with us. Judy has come back. Thank you very much for returning, Judy. Oh, hey, we got Misty, Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter, and I'm getting so good at saying that now. I don't even have to think about it. Michelle, Comfy Cozy Living. Both Michelle and Misty have been part of, they are veterans of the 4-seller 1 sale event. And actually, Michelle did her very first live sale on one of my group events. So, you know, there's some good history going into hopefully some of these events. Butterfly Nurse is joining us. Oh, we got Fatbird Finds. They've been on multiple of my live sales. Always happy to have Fatbird Finds. We've got Newton's Cupboard joining us. Kim from Oh My Vintage. Oh, the Niche Lady's back. We got Las Vegas represented. I've got something. I sneak peek. Got a little Las Vegas item coming into my sale. One of my items tonight. So I was thinking of you, Danny, as I was pulling that out. I think I had Kori. We got Chris. Kendra Joe has returned. So glad to have Kendra Joe. Let's see who else we got. Oh, Stacy Brinkley is here. Hey, and Karen. We've got San Francisco is represented. So I'm sure if Karen buys something from me, I'll have to send something breakable to her because that seems to be our trend. But hey, I think I'm at like 5 or 6 shipments in a row that nothing broke. So we'll see, knock wood, but we'll see what ends up happening. And also, I don't see any of the comments yet, but I will comment to get it out of the way. And then anyone else who notices later you guys can fill them in. I've returned from the Fountain of Youth. I was booked to do an industrial training video, so I'm getting back into doing a little bit of acting, and they thought I looked too old, so I had to dye my beard. So I now have my dark beard again. So, and I just turned 50, so I actually had to dye my beard on the same day I turned 50, so I thought it was rather fitting. LD Poodle, we got Poodle's here. We got Lori from Blue Flamingo Mercantile. We got Mary from Reclaimed Treasures by Mary. Mary does her own sales. Let's see, all the people who have resales, do your own sales, feel free to drop your links or a comment in the chat because now that there was another calendar that started being created and I couldn't find it prepping for the sale tonight. So I do apologize for the person that did that. Mary, I think, is on Sunday. Michelle is also on Thursday during the day, so you guys just missed hers. Or who knows? She might still be selling right now. You know, she's known for her marathon sales. Maybe she's doing double duty. Misty does hers on Wednesdays. Tomorrow, we're going to have Fatbird Finds does their flipping and sipping. That's a fun Friday night event. They do sell 5 items, a Fatbird 5 on Friday nights. That's at 10 p.m. Eastern. Before that is Barb from Winking Owl Antiques and Jeffrey from Real Nifty Vintage on the Real Nifty Vintage channel. He's at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I want to say somebody else is on Fridays now too. I think somebody moved. So anyway, drop your names. I definitely want, Sandy and Otto definitely has some live sales. And there's also a new program that Misty and Graham are putting out, are pushing is, I want to say it's Drastic, but that's not it. What is it called, Misty? Driscoll, what is it? It's something with a D. Discord. So if you, the Discord account, that's also a place that people are posting their live sales. So definitely take a look at things like that. and follow all the other sales. So I hope you're all having fun. All right, some housekeeping. For those of you, most of the names I'm seeing are so Niche Lady is 1 p.m. on Fridays. Oh, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Ooh, math. So that's 2, 3, 4 p.m. Eastern. Most of the names I'm seeing are pretty familiar. Oh, we got a new one. Tyler Fleming. That's a new name to me. Justin Leeper, also a new name. For those of you who are maybe joining for the first time or maybe coming to my channel from somebody else's channel, most of the live sales are pretty much working about the same way. The one thing to be aware of for my sales, and then also the sale that's running tonight, is these are first to claim sales. We don't do any auctions. We don't do bidding or offer up or anything like that. So what will happen is each individual reseller will show an item. They will describe it, they will give you the price, and then they will give you the item number. Once you see the item number or hear the item number, be the first person to type that item number into the live chat and be the first person that we see on our end. That's very important. You might see yourself first, but we may not. The first person we see on our end that types in that number will be the person to claim that item. So keep that in mind, that you want to be the first person in there, because this isn't a bidding situation. So the price that we give is the price that you will pay. We will be combining all the prices we give do not include shipping. And we will be combining within each individual seller. We will combine to give you one package and the best shipping possible for that. But we cannot combine across the 4 sellers. We are represented in 4 different states. Rebecca for Kitschy and Bitchy is shipping out of Pittsburgh. Beth from Carolina Princess, Sweet Trees and Pretties, is shipping out of Houston. And Christine from Side Street Market is shipping out of Florida. And I, Trusty, Huckster, Mercantile, am shipping out of Chicago. So we are really representing several areas of the country. So just keep that in mind when you're buying, that the price you see will then be plus shipping. And if you buy from all 4 of the sellers, you will get 4 separate shipments. So there's really nothing we can do about that, but appreciate you joining us for that. We will have, if all goes well, we will have a total of 20 items this evening. So we're going to go ahead and get things started. The one thing I wanted to shout out, I was watching to see if she joined the chat, and I haven't seen her. But for those who've watched the chat in the past, Dawn Schonkweiler is the owner of the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. I will be doing a dachshund fundraiser on November 12th. It'll be one of my normal live sales. I'm turning into a Doxy fundraiser. And as part of that, every item that's sold that evening, Rebecca from Kitschy and Bitchy donated some items. I've had some items donated from Norman Jean Plus One. I've gotten items from BMOS Mercantile. We will be selling all kinds of items that evening, but I'm very excited to announce, and I'm going to put the information into the chat, but I'm going to start with the details. I'm going to be offering we cannot call it a raffle. So it is not to be called a raffle. Because of legal reasons. There will be a payment option to PayPal to donate $5 to the Just One More Dachshund Rescue organization. For every $5 donation you give, you will receive a chance at the not to be called a raffle. And what you will receive is a mystery package from every reseller who's agreed to participate. And as of right now, these are all of the mystery boxes that we can offer. So every one of these resellers has already committed to offer a mystery gift of some sort. It may be something small. It may be something big. The person who wins will be drawn live on air during the fundraiser on November 12th. You do not need to be present to win. But once the name is pulled, every one of these people will then prepare a mystery box and ship it directly to the recipient. So you will be receiving packages from literally all over the country from what hopefully will be a much longer list than this. So this is what I've gotten so far. So I'm super excited to announce that. It's a great organization, the Just One More Dachshund Rescue, JOMDR.org. It's a great woman that runs it. She currently has 17 dachshunds in her ownership right now. And this will just help every dachshund she brings in. The average cost, because she specializes with seniors, average cost is $1,000 per dog that they rescue. The last one I think cost $4,000. So it's an expensive operation. So anyway, just wanted to give a little plug for that. And I will be putting out the information of how to do that. And I will be doing releases of what we'll be doing for the fundraiser. So with all of that said and done, we're going to go ahead and start off with Rebecca from Kitschy and Bitchy.
Hi, thanks for having me, Pat. The first item I have up for sale today is this blue iridescent dish. And it really is a true turquoise with an iridescent shine. I believe this is a candy dish. It's fairly substantial in size. It measures about 6.5 inches tall, and its base is 4.5 inches wide. I do not believe it ever had a lid of any sort. It's a very smooth rim, and it has some lovely ribbing, and the glass is really substantial. There are some bubble inclusions in the glass, and it just has a really nice sheen to it. It is unmarked, but definitely vintage. And I am offering that as number 51 for $10. So the blue iridescent dish, number 51, $10.
You're muted.
I knew that was going to happen. Thanks for having me. My first item tonight is a frosted pedestal vase. It is about 10 inches tall. I'll back it up a little bit so you can see it. It has a beautiful flower with fall colors here. Now, I do not believe that it's hand painted, but I can feel it raised just a little, but it also could be a transfer. It has no scratches or chips or anything in it. It is 10 inches tall. The base is 2.5 inches in diameter, and the top is 2 inches at the top. And it does have a beautiful gold rim around that. So this vase is $12 and number 57.
You're also muted.
All right, thanks for having me, Patrick. And of course, I was going to do that. So my first item tonight is for those of you who love the Rusty and Crusty. This is a great green colored and still working letter scale. I loved it because of the starburst detail on it. The base isn't rusted out. It's just got some rust on the main part and the top, but this will look lovely in a vignette. And this item is only $8 and can be yours for number 41.
I wasn't actually muted, but I decided I'd try and make it look like I was muted just to make everyone feel better. All right, so I am going to take your Trusty and Rusty and raise you, Rusty, of a vintage flower sifter. It's fairly large, so we go by the head size, fairly big. This one has the remnants of what was once a red wood handle. So you can see it's kind of quite a bit of discoloration on it. This would definitely be for a display. I really hope no one would want to be sifting any food stuff through this. As I was prepping it for the sale, I discovered that most likely this would have probably had a matching wood handle, probably would have had a knob or something on it. It's still functional. It's just, I realized that there's like this little thing up here. So technically there's probably a piece that would go on this, but it still would add, particularly if you put it on a high shelf, you wouldn't even see that top piece. It's a cool looking piece. There's, a little bit of a dent on it. I mean, this thing has seen some love, seen some age, and probably seen, out back behind the garage. So we've got a great vintage flower sifter for $6, and you can have it by giving me number 93. $6.93 for the flower sifter.
All right. Congratulations to CLC for picking up the iridescent blue candy dish. The next item I have is this menacing footed bowl with handle. It does have the maker's mark right here. It's about 8 inches wide with an applied handle and a raw hide hanging cord. So this obviously could be hung, or you can use it flat on the table. It is in excellent shape. I have not oiled this. This is straight out of the thrift yesterday. I just dusted it off, and it just is a really nice looking piece of wood. Definitely would look cute with some pumpkins, gourds, that kind of thing in the fall. Or of course you can hang it with your vintage items in the kitchen. It looks like we may have overlapped in numbers, so I'm going to add a K to my numbers. So I'm going to go with 52K as the number for the menacing bowl, and I am asking $10 for the bowl.
And you're muted again.
Again. I'll get it. My next item, y'all, just in time for Halloween, I showed this on one of my videos, but this is what I call the Binks mug. And I just love this little black cat with his dapper bow tie with those beautiful blue eyes. It is 3.5 inches at the top of the mug and stands about 4.5 inches tall. It is a Christopher Vine mug, and it's the series The Mob, if you can see that. And so this mug with I call it Binks because it reminds me of Dee's from Thrill of the Thrift's cat, but it's going to be $6 for number 68.
So Maria, California Thrifter, you got the scale. So my next item is for those of you who have some unruly hair. I have Odell's hair trainer for unruly hair. This great bottle piece, which would look lovely in a fall or Halloween vignette. I have not scrubbed the inside. It does not have the product in it anymore, but I was afraid of damaging the great label on it. This piece can be yours for $10 for number 34.
All right. Well, Beth had her mug, so I will pull out my mug, which I actually alluded to earlier. It is my Las Vegas mug. It's fairly large. It's actually 5.5 inches tall, so it's actually starting to border on a tankard. So you've got this stoneware mug with the drip glaze on the top, and then you've got the Las Vegas transfer silk screen onto it with all of the older Las Vegas casinos. So you've got the MGM Grand. So this is not like super old. It does have a sticker on the bottom that says it is made in Taiwan. So, you know, we're probably looking into maybe the 80s that this would have been created. It's in great shape. There's no chips or cracks anywhere on the mug, but there is a place where when the silk screen or the decal transferware was actually put on, you can see one of the letters didn't take all the way. It's not a chip. It's not a crack. I mean, that's all within the glaze. It's just the way the print came off of the transfer. It doesn't detract from the look of the mug. And because I cannot do a sale without doing coasters, I had this set of coasters, which pushes us a little bit more contemporary, but it's the original packaging of the Palms Casino. And I'm thinking these were probably promotional coasters that were created. They are glass, but what they put on them, you know, alluring, fun, classic, and iconic. So based on the age of the box, well, we'll just say based on the age of the box, this came from the house of a smoker. But they don't smell, just the box definitely has some of that brownish yellowing with age. It's a set of the 4 coasters from the iconic and fun Palms Casino, plus the made in Taiwan vintage Las Vegas mug. You can have both of them, comes a set for $10. You can have those by giving me number 85. $10, number 85 for the mug and coasters. You're muted, Rebecca.
All right. Congrats to the niche lady for picking up the menacing wooden bowl. I'm glad that found a home. It's a nice piece. Next up, I have a set of 3 glasses. These glasses also came from a local thrift, and as Patrick mentioned, I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is a steel town, and this essentially is a set of 3 glasses that feature scenes of steel workers. So I'm going to try to use this paper so you can see them, but the largest scene here is a steel worker at a mill. And then towards the bottom, we have some additional tools, cables. I just thought these were really interesting. They are not marked, and it doesn't look like they were some kind of promotion or anything like that. They definitely have a heavy bottom. They also are a nice size. So these are like a rocks glass, but a nice substantial rocks glass. So they're about 4.5 inches tall, and they're 4 inches wide at the top. So you really could have a nice drink in one of these. But I just really liked the graphics on these. I do believe that these might be 60s, 70s at the latest. It is the black solid graphic with that gold type overlay. So for the set of 3, it's number 53K, K for Kitschy and Bitchy. I'm asking $3 for the set of 3 Steelworkers rocks glasses.
Muted. Still muted.
Well,
there we go.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Sorry, Patrick.
No problem.
The next item that I have is a set of salt and pepper shakers. Perfect for fall, the colors. I love that it is like a white color, and it does have some speckling in that. It's a bigger salt and pepper shaker set. Gotta remember where my camera is. So they are pretty large. They're 4 inches tall, and at the biggest part, they're 3 inches wide. They do have their plastic stoppers, and they are marked Japan. The one sticker here has come off, but the other sticker does have Japan listed here. And these are going to be $10. And for me, they are number 51.
Okay, next up I have some Hall, H-A-L-L restaurant wear for you guys. I have 2 of these, so there'll be 2 lucky winners. So they are, as I said, Hall. They're little mini creamers, perfect for your air planters or your fall display. They are $5, and what I'll do is the first 2 people to type the number into the chat, person 1 and 2 will each get 1 of these. So there could be 2 lucky winners. So they are $5. And number 42.
All right. My next item is a piece of art pottery. If you're familiar with my channel, I do tend to do a lot of pottery, glass, and porcelain. So not failing you here. This is, I just thought the shape of this one is extremely cool. It basically was 4 square formed individual bud vases that they then molded and somehow, put together. It is signed Beaver Creek 2001. So it's from Beaver Creek, Colorado, Beaver Creek Pottery. I've had several of their pieces, and they always do just really interesting designs, and then also glazing techniques. Because you can see they also do kind of a drip glaze. So where you see the lighter color is a little bit more of, there's a sheen to it. That's the actual glaze. And then as you see it dripping down, the not shinier part of the darker area is actually the original pottery. They just did a really nice technique to kind of give you this little towering shape of the bud vase for 4 individual buds. So the bud vase from Beaver Creek Pottery is available for $14. And you have that by giving me number 99. $14.99 for the Beaver Creek Pottery.
Next up, I have a clear hen or chicken on the nest. It is in excellent condition. There are no chips or cracks on the rim. I do believe it's one of the older examples just by the weight of the glass, and also there's a lot of detail on both the nest and the feathers. It does have the red comb, and I am asking for number 54 from me, K, $8 for the clear nest. $8, number 54K.
Ha, figured it out. My next item is just a little brass bowl. It does have some etching, if you can see around the edge here. Can you guys see that right here? And it is a smaller little bowl. It is about 2 inches tall, just a little over 2 inches tall. Does have a wider mouth there and does have that etching. And there was a sticker on the bottom. I just cannot make that out as to what that said. But for this little brass pedestal bowl, I am asking $6 for number 67. $6, number 67.
I just wanted to say thank you to Michelle at Newton's Cupboard and Karen Dondelinger. They each got one of the Hall creamers. And I don't believe you purchased from me before, so just make sure to send your info to that email down below. And my next item is this lovely pink and gold trinket dish. It's a little more blush or pink than it's showing up. It's just a little lighter. It's a great ceramic piece. It is, where's my camera? Made in Japan. Just lovely for your rings or a vanity. It is going to be $5 and number 37.
All right, and I wanted to thank Auntie Christy for picking up number 99, the Beaver Creek vase. So thank you very much for picking that up. My next item, if you follow me on Instagram, this was one of the items that I had posted as a sneak peek for what I'd be offering in the live sale. And it is this little porcelain tiger. Now, I tried to do a Google image search to figure this one out because his pose and just the look on his face isn't the typical, you know, proud lion or proud tiger, you know, like on the prowl. It's almost like he's scared of something or he's hesitant. Like he's not even ready to pounce. He's just kind of in a like almost like a pose of like something maybe from a still from a movie or like an animated film, but I couldn't figure out. So I don't know if this is ringing a bell to anybody, if he does look like anything, but in general, he's just a really good looking tiger. He's in absolutely perfect condition. There's no chips, there's no cracks. He does have the original foil label on the bottom from Enesco. It is the Taiwan People's Republic of China Enesco. So it's the one generation past made in Japan, but he still has some age. And given that age, he is still in great shape. He also has the bands on his paws, which again, I don't know if that's normal. So again, if anyone recognizes this, I'm kind of looking at the chat. I don't see anybody like ringing a bell, but it's just kind of, it's just a cool, very good quality porcelain tiger. And you can have him for your own collection for $9. $9 for the tiger for number 84, $9.84.
Congratulations to Blue Flamingo Mercantile for picking up my hen on a nest, and that was number 54. Next up, I have this portable refrigerator. So this essentially is a metal tin with great graphics. It's got those teardrops on gray. And the back goes on to describe in some detail how you would use this as a refrigerator within your cooler for a picnic or something like that. And again, the graphics are just fabulous of these people enjoying their picnic. I think this would make a great backdrop if you were doing some kind of little diorama or display in your home. It just has great graphics. I could see it in a bathroom, in a bedroom, on a shelf, and it's very clean inside. So you really could store in this if you wanted to. Very, very clean inside. Definitely 50s on this one, and it measures 9 inches tall by 7 inches wide, and it's 4 inches in depth. So for your portable refrigerator, number 55K from me, I am asking $10.
Okay, my next item is for all of my friends who love owls. I found this beautiful little otagiri music box with 2 precious little owls on it. They are in perfect condition, sitting on their little branch together. It is a music box. It does play, I believe the song is Close to You. I'll play just a moment of it, but I don't want to play too much of it. But there's no cracks or chips or anything in their wings. And it is marked on the bottom, sorry, otagiri here. And it does play the little song. So for this little music box, for my owl friends, it is $12, number 61.
So Stacy Brinkley got the pink and gold trinket dish. And next up is for my swan lovers. I have this lovely set of black polished stone swans. They do have a little weight. I did put them on the scale, and together they're 13 ounces, but they are this really lovely set. No chips, no nicks, anything. There's no maker on the bottom. It's just a beautiful set of polished stone swans. It is $10 for the set, and they are number 47.
All right, my next item, I pulled it out earlier, and then I realized I forgot to pull out a little air plant. So in honor of Misty, I found an air plant. He's a little small for the planter, so he's barely clinging to the edge, trying not to fall in. But you've got this little planter. It's got a little sleeping dog next to a potbelly stove. It is stamped, made in Occupy Japan. So you've got some nice age to this. Again, it's in fantastic condition. There's no chips. There's no cracks. You got the little sleeping dog, and on the back, it's decorated all the way around, but the a little bit like little long, but I don't think he's a dachshund. Don't think he's a basset. Just think he's a cute little dog. So great little piece made in Occupy Japan for your air plants or whatever you want to put in him. He is $10, and you can have him by giving me number 95. $10.95 for the made in Occupy Japan planter.
Thank you to For Sandy's Lilacs for picking up that great teardrop design portable refrigerator. I'm excited to see or hear what you might do with that. Next up, I have this milk glass. It's Macbeth Evans Mannix milk glass. It's a double horse head glass, originally designed as a shaving mug. And you certainly could still use it or display it on a men's vanity as a shaving mug. It is 4.5 inches tall and 5.5 inches wide. It has a very nice weight to it. It also easily could be used as a small bud vase or in any kind of display. It has a nice pattern to the edge and both of the horse heads, of course, on either side. Perfect condition, no damage, not marked for maker, but it's pretty readily known that this would be Macbeth Evans. And this is number 56, and I am asking $9. 56, $9 for the milk glass shaving mug.
Okay. My next item is a little redware teapot, and I haven't seen this style before. I've seen the larger, more round ones, but it is really pretty. It is from spout to handle. It is 8.5 inches, and it's only about 4 inches tall. I believe this painting is Moriage, if I'm saying that correct, but please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But it has some beautiful painting on the front, on this side rather, and on the other side. It does have a little tiny opening here that that has the little lid with it with the pretty gold for this little top. And I just thought it was super cute. I am asking $12 for the teapot number 52. $12, number 52.
So Kim with Oh My Vintage got the black swans. And my next item are for those of you who love pigs. I have this super cute piggy bank. Just check out that face. Look at those lashes. The black paint on this is so lovely. This guy measures about 9 inches long and 4.5 inches wide at his chubbiest. He's got his little tail, and the only signature on it is this little MP. I couldn't find out anything about him. He does have one ink, if you can see there, up on his ear that could be touched up. But other than that, he's in great condition. It does still have its cork, and the cork says a Henriksen, imported by Henriksen Imports, San Francisco, California. So this cutie can be yours for $10 by number 39.
All right, and thank you to Randy Heilman for picking up number 95, the Occupy Japan planter. So congratulations, Randy. My next item is actually a pair of items, and I'm doing them now because I keep almost knocking them off the shelf, so I figure I better move them out of my way. It is a pair of porcelain, German porcelain serving pieces. So we've got Thanksgiving coming up, we've got the holidays coming up, and even if you're just dining alone, this would look great with some popcorn. So you've got, this is a Hutzenreiter. My Huckster helper is not here to help me with the German pronunciation. I'm sure I just slaughtered it. But Hutzenreiter is the backstamp. Hutzenreiter Selb is the stamp that's on there. Did a little bit of research on this and discovered that that stamp was used from 1939 to 1965. It's the open vegetable bowl, or just a bowl, and the cake plate. You can see from the pattern that is done in there, to me, that has almost like a deco design to it. So I want to say that this might have been from the early side of that, but it could have been going retro into the 50s. So I could not find the pattern. It is marked on the back Tervel, but it turns out Tervel is the line. So that gives the shape. So the cool handle on the cake plate is what makes that the Tervel line. So they clearly go together. They're two pieces. They're absolutely beautiful, in perfect condition, no chips, no cracks. We don't love all things German in this household. So these great pieces of German porcelain, you can have both of them, the pair of them together, you get for $12 by giving me number 89. $12.89 for the Hutzenreiter bowl and cake plate.
Congratulations to the next lady for picking up my Milk Glass double horse head shaving mug. Next up, something a little bit different. I have a lot of 4 vintage comics. I did look at the dates earlier. These are late 60s, early 70s comics. They are in pretty good condition, and then someone did put them in these jackets, so I'll send these jackets to you. But we have a Spider-Man DC comic and a Hercules comic, Captain Atom, and let's see here, this is a Spider-Man 4-star spectacular giant DC comic. These have great graphics. There's also some nice advertising. There's Evel Knievel here just on the back of this one. Muscle magazines, some cool graphics, could be used in a display, or if you know more than I do about comics, I could be missing a big thing here. Who knows? But I'm asking for number 57K for the lot of 4 comics in their jackets. I am asking $12. 57, $12.
Okay, my next item is something I wish I could do, but I cannot. It is cross stitch. It is a sunset. The date on it is 2000, but this is a nighttime prayer banner that is new in its package. It's super cute, and it does come with a little hanger as well So I'll turn it around and let you see. It comes with all of the threads and everything in there. And it also comes with the little hanger. So for the bedtime prayer cross stitch, it is $10, number 55.
All right, I have some restaurant wear for you guys. This lovely black creamer and sugar packet holder, or air planter and air planter. You never know. They are Syracuse, China, 7mm and 5mm, made in USA. And I just thought these were really great for this time of year, Halloween or fall vignettes. It'd be beautiful in them. It's $12 for the set, and they're number 31.
All right. Congratulations to Stacy Brinkley for picking up the 2 pieces of German porcelain, the vegetable bowl, and the cake plate. My next item, also going international. I've had in the past these souvenir postcard folders. And what I've got tonight is a set of 4, which are the international ones. So we've got this one from Canada, which is actually shows a souvenir folder from London, Ontario, Canada. These have not been mailed. So you've got this style that when you open them up, you've got the photographs of the individual locations from the individual area. They aren't individual postcards, they're photographs within there. So you've got the London, Ontario one. You've got the Royal Canadian Air Force, a souvenir of the Royal Canadian Air Force. On the back, you've got the, yeah, I'm not into my monarch. So you've got Queen Elizabeth's dad and mom. So Queen Elizabeth, I think, took the throne in the 50s, like 52, something like that. So this predates 1952, but it's the Air Force, so it's not super early. So you've got that one. And then we go across the pond to much older postcards. You've got from Shrewsbury, which is in England. These actually are old enough. All of the pictures are actually still in black and white. That one, there's a, the bottom one is somewhat torn, and they're also one-sided. The other ones are double-sided. These older pieces are single-sided. So you've got Shrewsbury and Aberystwyth. Okay, whatever. So any of my UK people, or Joni, take on your motherland. Another older set, again with the black and white photographs, showing the landscape of Aberystwyth. So it's a set of all 4 postcards are available. You get the entire set of 4 for $7. $7 for the postcard sets. $7 by giving me number 94. $7.94 for the postcards.
Congratulations to Brick House Salvage and Antiques for picking up the comic books. I hope you enjoy those. Next up, I have a set of 2 small dishes. I know my grandmother had dishes like this. She would call them nut dishes, but 2 small dishes. These are both Lenwile China. They are marked Lenwile China or Dolt, Occupied Japan, and hand painted. The larger dish is actually numbered number 6 of 64. And it has the painting, the hand painting all the way around, as well as on the front. The smaller of the dish does not have the painting on the side. It just has the painting on the inside. Both are in perfect condition. They have the flush painting and then the gold iridescent painting as accents and along the rim. So for the set of 2 nut dishes or Lenwile China dishes, it's number 58, and I'm asking $10 for the set. 58, $10.
The next thing that I have is a cookbook. It is a 1981 Maxwell House cookbook. Coffee makes it delicious, and it has all kinds of neat different recipes. The sweet treats, of course, are my favorite. But it also has like cold coffee drinks in it, which are big right now. Everybody loves their coffee drink. But this Maxwell House coffee cookbook from 1981 is $6, number 69.
You're muted, Christine.
My next item is something that I'm sure my husband is hoping someone will buy, so she is out of our house. She is a lovely, kind of like a bisque, I wouldn't say she's porcelain, but she's like a bisque doll head. She's pretty good size. She has her bow. She needs a little bit of a hairdo, makeup, redo, but I thought she'd be lovely for someone's assemblage or in a Halloween display, or if you like dolls. She's got great brown eyes and detail. She is $8, and she's number 45.
All right, and a thank you to Auntie Christy for picking up the international postcards that were number 94. So thanks, Christy. All right, next item I have, again, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw these as a sneak peek. I'm going to try and show them without dropping them all. It is the set of 3 Mexican pottery birds. So you've got the largest one here with the painting on the back with no decoration on the bottom of the tail or on the bottom side. Then in comparison, you have a slightly smaller one, also painted. They do not have the same designs, but again, in the same style. These are Mexican pottery. However, the only one that actually is marked Mexican pottery, this looks like there might be initials on there, but that could also just be his feet, but they don't exist on the other side. So I don't know if that's signed. The 2 larger ones don't have any stamping at all, but it's obvious what they are. And then the third one is the smallest of the 3. You look at this is the middle one, so this is the smallest one. This one is also completely glazed. So this has a polished or a high sheen glaze all the way around. The bottom is rough, and on the side is the only place that it's marked as MEX, so as Mexico. So when I posted these, within 5 minutes, Kat, the nurse thrifter, jumped in, Tonella. And that's what I think they are as well. You know, so the, I just forgot his name. I want to say Ken Edwards, but that's the guy from Jeopardy. So I can't remember who's the one that does the Mexican pottery. But anyway, they are not marked. So they're Mexican pottery, but I don't know what region they are. I don't know their age. They're just very cool, and they're in exceptionally good condition. So again, the largest one, the middle one, and the baby one, which personally I think is the cutest of all of them. You get all 3 of them as a set. Mexican pottery birds are available for $20. $20 for the Mexican pottery by giving me number 98.
Congratulations to Stacy Brinkley for picking up the set of One Wild China net cups. That's really cool. Next up, I have, trying not to, you can see my whole storage room when I do that. I have this aluminum tray. It is obviously vintage. The nice thing about this aluminum tray is it has these fabulous Bakelite candles in red, and those are also stylized, as is the tray. There's some detail on the tray. It's a round tray. The tray is 11 inches wide. It's very lightweight, so I don't think it's going to be substantial in terms of shipping, as sometimes trays are. But I see this as a nice part of a display, even at the holidays, putting something in the middle vintage and using it more as a background drop or a tray for some other items, just to show off those Bakelite candles. So I'm offering the tray as number 61 for $12. $61, $12 for the aluminum tray with red Bakelite candles.
Yes, I figured it out. I'm just muted. The next is something that everyone really likes, especially in our little community. and that is some uranium glass. But I found these beautiful, they're green tiara glasses with a beautiful pattern on them. And yes, they do glow. I have two plates. These are little 8-inch dinner plates. And just to show that they are not always for Halloween, I did package them up so that I can show you that with sweet treats, y'all know I love some sweet treats, that you could put them also as a great gift or a hostess gift for someone else. But I do have two 8-inch uranium plates, and these are tiara glass, and these are going to be $18, and you get both. I mean, if you want the little Debbie's, I will send those to you too. But for the plates, it is $18 for two 8-inch uranium plates.
That's great, the cookies with the plates. So my next item are for the dog lovers out there. I have a set of salt and pepper shakers. I want to say they look like spaniels to me, some breed of spaniel. They have really great detailing. They are older. There is a little crazing. They do have their original corks on the bottom. I'll show you this one as well. I just love the detail in the faces and on the body. This one I did notice it has had a little cosmetics done. The tip had broken off and was reattached, but they are still really a beautiful set. They're going to be $8 and number 35.
See, we all do it. So congratulations to Precious Lavender Buttons for claiming the trio of Mexican pottery birds. So congratulations, Precious Lavender Buttons. All right, my next item you might have seen in a haul video. This is a pump matic, cordless electric pump matic alcohol or liquid dispenser. So it's got some great graphics to it. I'm going to guess it's from the 70s. I couldn't find any specific details of when it was done. There are references inside, patented in Japan, things like that. It does include the original batteries, and I have to do a little bit of research because I don't typically do electronics. So if any of the resellers know, I'm not sure if this restricts how I can ship this, but you've got the original AA batteries in the package, but as they're referred to on the side of the box, it uses two ordinary pen light batteries. So, we've got pen lights going on, but they do actually say right on there that they're AA, so they are still the standard size. You've got still the original instructions are included. The original instructions do indicate that it was patented in Japan, and I got it upside down. You've got the dispenser itself. So I'm not going to say it's never been used, but it's still pretty well, locked into the box, and the batteries have not been inserted. So I'm not sure if it works. I'm not sure if it's been used. I'm selling it as is because I think just the box would look cool in behind a bar, in some sort of vignette, man cave, wherever you want. Some great graphics, and it's just a tall, thin box, so it would look it gives some really nice height to the back of a vintage cocktail vignette. So you can have the Pump Matic cordless electric dispenser for $12. $12 by giving me number 83. $12.83 for the Pump Matic.
Next up, I have this vintage Beswick England dog, spaniel. There are like two varieties of the Beswick England dogs. This one is the one that has more of the flat type of mold, so it does not have the bubbled mold. It does have a shiny glaze, and it has the gold metallic accents. It is marked to the bottom, Beswick, England, and then also the mold number 13785. He is 8 inches tall and in perfect condition. There may be some slight crazing under the glaze, but really in great shape for this Beswick Spaniel. He is number 60, and I am asking $20 for the bezel.
Okay, y'all, I tried. I'm working on it. I have been putting in the chat who has won the items, but I want to formally thank the niche lady for the black cat. She got the black cat mug. Stacy Brinkley, you did get the owl Otsugiri music box. Karen Dondelinger, I hope I said your name properly. The Maxwell House cookbook, thank you. And I did forget to say the number. I got so excited about the uranium glass that I just forgot the number. But I did put it in the chat, and Casey ATX did get those. So thanks for y'all's patience. My next item is for my swan friends. It holds the towels that you've seen before, but this is like a tannish brown color. It is mine, and you probably are not going to be able to see it, but I'll try to do it at an angle that you can. It is Sundance, USA. It says Relco Manufacturing 1978 is imprinted on the bottom. It does stand a little over 7 inches tall, and it's about 7 inches long. I think this is about 5 inches here. But for the little swan here, it is $12, number 62.
So my next item actually happens to be a swan item as well. It is this yellow swan vase that I was amazed to find perfectly intact, no damage. The inside's really clean. The bottom says USA 806. And I tried finding this one online, and a lot of the ones I found that looked just like this were all labeled Shawnee. So I believe that this is a Shawnee piece. This one is going to be $15, and it is number 44.
All right, and a thank you to Michelle Ann for picking up the Pump Matic liquid dispenser. So congratulations, you picked that up. Okay, I cannot keep the trend of swans, but I've got something maybe related. Chickens. So if you saw my Instagram post, this is what I have dubbed a breakfast set. I totally made it up. But to me, this is a cereal bowl with a milk jug and a toast plate. And these all happen to be Limoges. So they are stamped with the Limoges back stamp, but you also can see they are also signed and dated by an individual artist, 1910. For those who've been on my live sales in the past, this exact same form was sold probably about a month or two ago. And what was on these, painted in the exact same style, you know, with kind of the little band going around, were what I considered bunnies, but what the Huckster helper determined were armadillos, and it created a debate in the chat. So we termed that they were bunnydillos. These though don't have nearly this much debate. Clearly, these are chickens. I can't swear that these are done by the same artist because I no longer have that set, and I can't remember who that artist was. And I don't think it's identical because I did buy them at the same estate sale. And if they'd been the same artist, I think I might have noticed, but they clearly were done around the same time. So maybe it was the original 1910 version of, go drink wine and paint chickens. So this is a full set of Limoges. It's in perfect condition, no chips, no cracks. It looks absolutely fantastic. They're stacked together. You know, I put a little bit of a riser on there so you can see the chickens, or separately, or hey, use it for your cereal, your milk, and your toast. You can have the 3-piece set of Limoges for $25. $25 for the non-bunnydillo chickens for giving me number 91. 91, $25 for the 3-piece Limoges set.
Thank you to Thrift U for picking up the white reswick dog. Next up, I have an item that I did preview on my Instagram. I'm not that great at doing Instagram, but I'm getting a bit better. This is a cute anthropomorphic smiling apple teapot. I picked this up just today while I was out running errands. The teapot is not marked, but from some quick searches online, it does appear to be a made in Japan item. I feel like the paint on this is in excellent condition. I know sometimes there'll be a lot of wear to the face area, but she is in really great shape. She is 8 inches wide and about 5 inches tall. This is number 63, and I am asking $16 for the smiling apple anthropomorphic teapot.
The next thing that I have is a set of 6, and it is some hand painted buttons. And there I have 2 of the little books that say "For unto you." Let me see if I can read it. It says, "For unto you is born Savior Christ the Lord." And it has 2, they do have 2 thread holes in them, but I have 2 of these. And then I have 4 of the little angels. And these are little hand-painted ceramic buttons. And they're about close to 2 inches tall, and then 2 inches long for the little books. But you get all 6 of the little, and I will say this, I think that in looking at this just a minute ago, see right here, I need to feel if that is a little chip in this one angel. But I think that it may be. It's the one I just saw. But I do have 4 angels and 2 books. They are $12, number 59 for all 6 of the ceramic hand-painted buttons.
So the yellow swan to Randy Hellman. I apologize if I messed that up. So thank you so much. And next up, I actually have another yellow item. And this is another one for those of you who love the rusty and crusty. It is this lovely tin, metal tin that is hand painted. And it's aged, but it's not badly rusted. It's just got that great patina. I wouldn't just put freshly baked cookies in here, but I might put in some wrappers or something. But this would look great in the kitchen. It is, it's got that age. It's been in the garage or it's been used around the house, and I just thought the flowers are beautiful. It's a little brighter yellow than it's showing up. This is going to be $10, and it is number 43.
All right, and thank you to Dawn Schunkweiler for picking up the chicken Limoges set. And as it turns out, she's the one that bought the Bunnydillos. And so I wish I knew a way, or I had found a way to remember who had bought those. I did not remember that. But Dawn is the person I mentioned at the top of the show. She'll be running, she runs the Just One More Dachshund Rescue, putting up a little sign down at the bottom. So again, remember on November 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing a fundraiser for JOMDR, selling dog items as well as non-dog items. I got quite a mix, and 100% of the money collected that night will be donated to JOMDR. And as part of the fun, I am all 17 of Dawn's dachshunds will be shown throughout the evening, and then we will also have a variety of other dachshunds doing sales. So I'm going to have friends that are local using their doxies to become hucksters. And there was a question that showed up in the chat that I realized I had not mentioned. Coasters. Again, I'm known for my coasters. The Trusty Huckster coaster is part of my 1-year celebration. Everyone who places an order during October will get a coaster in their shipment. Additional coasters are available. If you buy from me, I can slip additional coasters in for $1 a piece. If you don't buy anything else and you just want some coasters, $5 gets you a set of 4, including shipping. They'll just be mailed to you stamped, not trackable. So you can get those if you want coasters, just add it in the chat. I'll either add it to your box and invoice you, or I can invoice you for the a set if you want them individually. I don't know if Fatbird Finds is still here. I know they were here earlier, because the next item I do in honor of them, because the mystery boxes have become fairly popular. So I've done mystery boxes. Fabric Finds kind of invented the concept of doing them in live sales. They didn't invent the concept of mystery boxes, but by having them for live sales, they've been extremely popular. So then every time I've had them on one of my group sales, we've done mystery boxes. They're always one of the most popular items available, when I sell in a group sale. So I'm doing another mystery box, mixed it up a little bit, picked a different size box. It is not just going to be a bunch of paper. There is actually quite a variety in here. I'll give you a tip that there's also, you'll get some extra Trusty Huckster coasters. But I'm selling this for $15. And just by looking at the individual pieces that I've sold in there, I would sell these either in my booth or on a live sale. Everything in here added together would be worth well over $30. So I'm selling the mystery box, $15. You still have to pay shipping. But this is also under the concept of the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. These are the mystery box type ideas that we'll be sending out as part of the raffle prizes that are not called raffles. So $15 for the mystery box, and you can get your mystery box by claiming number 82. $15, number 82 for Trusty's mystery box.
Congratulations to the Thrill of the Thrift for picking up my teapot. I appreciate it. Next up, I have a set of 2 vintage books. They are Julius Caesar and Macbeth. These are from the Arden Shakespeare series, which actually still exists today, but these are obviously vintage copies. Both of these were copyrighted 1915. They do have a little bit of notation in them. They have an old price tag, but other than that, they are intact fully. These are from my personal collection, and as most resellers know, I upgraded. I found some even older Shakespeare in leather, so I'm passing these on to someone who might enjoy them. I think also they would, especially the Macbeth would make a nice addition to a Halloween display, just because it has that kind of spooky feel. So for the pair of 1915 Shakespeare books, the Arden series, number 64, I'm asking $12 for the pair. Number 64, $12.
Okay, it's almost time for Christmas, y'all. So I thought I'd bring out a piece of Christmas. These actually have their boxes. Now they are made by Avon, but look how stinking cute they are. I just love them. Look at the Santa and Mrs. Claus. It's a cream and sugar set. They are super, super cute. They do each have their own boxes, but there is the handle for the creamer. And I love his little chubby face. Let me show it to you again. Look at his cute little face. It says, and he does have his box. And then here is the sugar, the little Miss Santa, Miss Claus rather. And she does have her head comes off, but I guess that's the way it has to be. But she is super cute. I just love them with their little faces. So, and she also has her box as well. And for the set of the cream and sugar, for the Santa cream and sugar, it is $12, number 58.
So Norma, +1, you got the yellow canister. And I thought now we'd go with a bit of a boho vibe. So those of you out here who love boho, I've got this beautiful, it's like a soft crushed brown velvet bag, beautiful embroidery detail. The handle is a rope, but what's nice is it isn't super stiff. It's got like a softness to it because, putting this under your arm, sometimes these are really hard. So this is super soft, like it's well broken in, but the bag is in excellent condition. The velvet's really great. The inside is lined with a brown sateen, and it's got, just a brown liner, and it's got a really pretty little embroidered flower on the inside. So this purse is $12, and it's number 49.
All right, and congratulations goes out to Karen Dondelinger for picking up my mystery box. So I hope you will enjoy that. The next item, I'll try and continue with Christine's boho vibe. I picked up this little candle holder. It is it still has its original label, upside down label, still has its original label on it, the counterpoint label, San Francisco, made in Japan. I've had a piece of this before. I had a San Francisco. I had a San Francisco street scene, and I want to say Fatbird Finds had a piece of this. This counterpoint pottery porcelain, it all has a very similar vibe. So it kind of is trying to look like a bark finish with then this, again, kind of do that boho 70s, that look. It's got a place to put a votive candle inside of it, and it would just be a nice little addition, whether you do boho or not. It's a great little piece with its original label, and you can get the boho candle holder for $8. $8 for the counterpoint San Francisco piece. I give you number 96. $8.96 for the boho candle holder.
Thank you to Stacy Brinkley for picking up the set of 2 Shakespeare vintage books. Next up, I have, I'm not sure these are going to even fit in the one screen. They're really substantially long. I have your traditional spoon and fork wall hanging that Pottery Barn made popular, but we all know the vintage had it first and did it best. I do believe these are vintage. I believe they're teak wood. They're a little bit light, but they definitely feel vintage to me. They are a total of 26 inches long, so pretty long on this set. And I actually like that the finish is flat. Oftentimes you have the souvenir spoon and fork that have carvings and whatnot, and that doesn't fit with everyone's decor. I feel like these would go with a variety of both vintage and even modern decor. So for the set of wooden spoon and fork, it is going to be number 67, and I'm asking $10 for that set. Number 67, $10.
Okay, my next item I really liked for myself, but I can't keep everything, as my family keeps telling me. But I channeled my Misty, and I added some air plants to this precious little wall pocket. It's got some great fall colors in there. It's got some beautiful gold trimming around here. This is about 5.5 inches tall. I will take the air plants out so that you can see the inside where the plants go. And it is flat on the back, so it does hang nicely flat on the wall. I've already tried it. But it is really cute. I love the gold little scalloping around here. So for that little wall planter, it is $12, number 70. $12, number 70.
All right, the boho bag went to Precious Lavender Buttons. So as Patrick noted before, if just make sure you email us at the email address is scrolling across the screen, and I will be doing invoices on Saturday if you purchase from me. My next item is for those of you who love little brass figurines. I have a set of little squirrels for your fall decor vignettes. There is a little bit of tool marking on them. You can see where they were made. But these are an adorable set that are going to be $8, and they are number 32.
All right, and thank you to Michelle at Comfy Cozy Living, picking up and adding to her boho collection for getting the boho votive candle holder. My next piece is one that, if you've seen it in, it was in a haul video quite some time ago. This was actually picked up in Indiana during a visit where I was hoping to be able to meet Misty from Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. Unfortunately, the meeting did not take place, but I found all kinds of little hidey holes and know why she has such great stuff, because Indianaites, I don't know, tend to give away a lot of stuff. So this is a piece of Red Wing pottery, which is somewhat funny. I find it in Indiana because that's farther away. I do come across this somewhat regularly in Illinois because it was made in Red Wing, Minnesota. So it is kind of a Midwest piece. This one does have the pink interior with the gray exterior. It is stamped 1306, which is the mold number. So you've got these cool curving sides on all four. It's 12.5 inches across, square. So it's a fairly decent size, great centerpiece bowl. So this is, again, Red Wing model 1306 in great condition, no chips or cracks. And out of just an interesting coincidence, I picked this up at a charity booth that was also supporting a dog rescue. Not dachshunds, but that's okay. So it was an Indiana dog rescue, and I can't remember the name of it, but they had this for sale, and I picked it up. So I actually paid a little bit more for it, but so that was good because it was for charity, and now I pass it on to you. So you can have the Red Wing pink and gray centerpiece bowl for $20. $20 for the Red Wing by giving me number 97. $20.97 for the Red Wing. You're muted, Rebecca.
I'll get it one of these days, right? Thanks to Stacy Brinkley for picking up my wooden fork and spoon set. Next up, I have a pair of salt and pepper shakers. They are angelfish in pink, and it's reading a bit green. It's a little bit more turquoise in real life. These are kissing angelfish when you set them on the table if you wish them to be. They both have their original corks, both corked Japan. They're about 2.5 inches across. I checked them pretty well to make sure that they're in good shape. I don't see any damage to any of their scales and fins. And for the set of kissing angelfish, it's number 65. And I'm asking $6 for the pair. $65, $6.
Okay, Patrick, this one, I couldn't be in one of your sales without coasters. So I did find a set of the Pimpernel, I hope I'm saying that right and not disappointing, coasters in box. This is the Cambridge set here. There are, I believe, 6 coasters with different scenes on them. They do have the sticker on the back, but there are 6 different coasters. I mean, this is the spell of Patrick coaster. But there is one with some slight damage, and quite honestly, it's because that's where they put a price tag. Right there. So I did reflect that in the price. There are 6 in the box, and they're for the box of Pimpernel coasters. It is $8, number 66.
You're muted.
So the set of brass squirrels went to Katie of Vintage Design. So thank you, Katie. Next up, I have a mirrored vanity tray for you guys. It's got a lovely floral Victorian kind of gold motif. The bottom is older. The velvet has some wear, so it is an older piece. It is 13.5 inches long and 9.5 inches wide. And this would even look great for vignettes, stacking candles, stacking trays on top of it. It is $12, and I forgot to write the number down. Number 30. Sorry about that.
All right. My next item, for those of you who have been in my channel, been on my channel before, you might have recognized Rebecca from Kitschy and Bitchy. She did a live sale last month, but she first appeared on my channel doing a deep dive on swizzle sticks. So in honor of having her on my channel or on my sale, I actually have a set of swizzle sticks. So these are themed swizzle sticks. So we've got a Santa designed with Santa on the top of a red swizzle stick. We've got a pick, which says Season's Greetings on it. So this is a little bit shorter. You can kind of see in comparison the length of a pick compared to the length of a swizzle stick. Then we've got 2 swizzle stick Christmas trees that are, again, the lengths of a swizzle stick, about the same as the Santa. And then I just happen to have in a mixed lot that I had of swizzle sticks, 2 green swizzle sticks that I threw in for the green and red look that have 2 slightly different tips. One of them actually has a spear point on the bottom, but it's the length of a swizzle stick. So that is 6 swizzle sticks, or 5 sticks plus the pick. And then I'm also throwing into it another piece that I had picked up. It's a vintage set of just old Party Pro swizzle sticks. Unfortunately, the box is in a little bit rough condition. The plastic got torn, and it's obviously not a complete set, and there's really not a huge design on them. So I'm really just kind of throwing them in as part of the package, but what you're really buying are the Christmas-themed swizzle sticks. So the 6 swizzle sticks plus the package of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 additional swizzle sticks, which do have a variety of colors in there. You got blue, yellow, gold, red. So got some Christmassy colors in there too. The set of the package plus the loose ones are available for $6. $6 for the mixed lot of swizzle sticks by giving me number 90. $96 for the swizzle sticks.
Gabrielle White was the winner of the Cooking Angelfish Salt and Pepper sticker. Next up, I have another hen or chicken on its nest. This one is in milk glass. It is about 8 inches across. It also has the older design with a nice detail on the nest, the painted red comb. It is in excellent condition, no chips or scratches. It does have the letter K to the bottom, which, to be honest with you, I didn't research, so I'm not sure of the manufacturer, but letter K is there. And I am asking, number 68, I am asking $13 for the milk glass hen or chicken on the nest.
Okay, Patrick, I may need your help on this one because I don't speak German at all, not even a little bit. So, but what I have here is a set of 4 seasons plates, and I'll start with winter. Now, when I look these up, they do indicate that they're hand painted, but goodness, that is a lot of work. I am guessing simply by the seam that says winter. But they are part of a series, and this one is from 1983. It does have a very long German name up here as the maker, but this is the 1980, 81, 82, and 83. Winter is 1983. I did have fall. That was really sweet. I love that picture. That is 1982. I believe summer is 1981. I just love the pictures on each one of these plates. And then spring probably is my most favorite, with the little blue bird up there on the tree on the corner. And that does say 1980 on the back. So for all 4 of the plates, I am asking $14, number 64.
So Christina, Postcards with Christina, won the oval mirror tray. And I did say the next lady just emailed me, but she hasn't won anything from me yet, so you may just want to double check who you won from. My next item is this great retro metal recipe box. It's got this cool blue interior. It has a little bit of wear on the bottoms from use. It belongs to Brett. It was made in Ohio, and it comes with some original, and I thought this was cute, little original recipe cards, which I'm going to include in case you're an ephemera person. You might like those. So this little metal trinket recipe box, excuse me, is $12 and number 46. 46.
All right, and a thank you to Karen Dondelinger for picking up the set of holiday swizzle sticks. And she also picked up the mystery box. You might have some extra swizzle sticks. Okay, my next item, this was something that was picked up when I went on vacation, where I actually went out and visited Rebecca from Kitschy and Bitchy, but I also visited my daughter, the Huckster helper, and we did a little bit of thrifting and went down and visited Tim from Over the Years. I don't think I saw Tim in the chat. He's a busy man. He does also a football YouTube or podcast on Thursday nights. I don't know what he talks about, but whatever. So he's not here, but I did pick this up on the visit to meet with Tim. So he took us to two of his favorite hidey holes, and this was one of the pieces that I found. It's this great, very slimline vase. It is very clearly marked, signed on the back, 1986, Jerry Becker. It is a flat back design, so it's not designed on the back. So it is designed to go onto a shelf or onto a mantelpiece with only the front being designed. But it's this great relief pattern in the Southwest style with the cactus, or I guess cacti, because you've got multiples, and the stone with the mountains in the background. It is just a bisque porcelain, kind of a like the light colored brown, like raw pottery. There's not a glaze or any shininess to this. It is designed as a piece of Southwestern pottery. It's great shape. No, literally, the shape is cool, but it's also in great shape. There's no chips, no cracks. It's in fantastic condition. And it is available for $12. $12 for the Becker vase by giving me number 87. $12.87 for the Becker vase.
Congratulations to Precious Lavender Buttons for picking up my milk glass chicken. Next up, I have this pair of yellow bud vases. They're about 2.5 inches tall. They have sort of these gold type decorations coming out in them. I tried to research these a bit, and I couldn't find much. It almost looks like it's a reverse paint, rather than the yellow being part of the glass. It almost looks like it's reverse painted onto clear glass, but don't mark my words on that. I just thought they were a super cute little pair of bud vases. Would be great on a vanity or to mix with fall decor, spring decor. Just a cute little pair. These for me are number 62, and I'm asking $7 for the.
Since it is the month of October, I have a beautiful little October angel figurine. I just love her little face. And she does have her wings. They are intact. There is no crack or anything on her wings. There does appear to be some old glue here, but there's no crack or anything in the wings. So I really don't know if that's the original glue. But she has a little flower right here in her hand. She has a cute little dress, and she does have October here. And she is $10, number 65.
Thank you to Precious Lavender Buttons. You won the recipe box to go with your boho bag. My next item is another brass piece. It is a beautiful little carved bird sitting on a bowl. Great for holding your keys as you come in an entrance, some jewelry on your desk, or even in a fall vignette. This guy only weighs 13 ounces, and it is $12. Just give you one more good look at it. It does have just a little bit of patina on the inside. No chips or damage. Got a little bit of age. So $12, and it's number 40.
All right, my next item I had picked up because I thought, even though I find the idea of green bean casserole absolutely repulsive, any recipe that has half of the ingredients with things that would make me hurl is, why would I buy this? But I picked it up because I'm like, oh, cool. It's an anniversary piece. It's not super old. It's from 2005. I'm like, oh, cool. It's the 50th anniversary. And I picked it up. And then I bring it home, getting ready to like figure out what to do with selling it. I'm going, wait a minute. Campbell's is older than 50 years. How could this be the 50th anniversary in 2005? But as you probably are quicker than me, it's the 50th anniversary of the green bean casserole. I don't know why anyone would celebrate that, but I'm sure I know there are people that like this because my mother tortured me with this every year at Thanksgiving. So I figure if I'm going to sell it, I'm going to sell it as people are prepping for the holidays, because you too can torture your family with a 50th anniversary edition of the green bean casserole dish. It has the recipe right in there. Hurl along with me as you look at those. But, again, some people like it, and it's in absolutely fantastic shape. So it's got the good from the Campbell's logo going all the way around the outside. The recipe will be completely covered up once you actually make it. So hopefully write it down before you start pouring stuff in there. And the stamp on the bottom. So it's just kind of a cool, fun piece from 2005, the 50th anniversary of the green bean casserole. And you can have it for $10. $10 for the green bean casserole by giving me number 81.
To Cheryl Hoskins for picking up the set of yellow bud vases. Next up, I have a figural lamp. It's a traditional gentleman and lady figurine. It is mounted on brass, sort of an ornate-footed brass mount. The figurine and the brass are in very good condition. The lamp is in working order. I had intended to plug it in, but my plug doesn't reach, so that was some poor planning on my part. You can use your own judgment, but it's a pretty new electrified lamp, so I don't think you would need to have it redone. And it's the traditional on-off there at the top, more modernized. It is 12.5 inches from the brass feet to the top here, and it would take about a 10-inch shade from what I could estimate. I am having that be number 75, and I am asking $16 for the figural lamp.
Okay, the next thing that I have is got some beautiful colors in it. Let me show you that first. It's got beautiful orange and blue with a little bit of brown there. And it's not very big. It is, let me open it up for you. It's more like a table runner or a dresser scarf, or a small dog blanket in our world. But it is, and I think these are granny squares, but I'm not really sure if they are or not, because they're just, the square doesn't have any like 3D effect on there. But there's absolutely no damage to this whatsoever. It is 31 inches long, so it's pretty long. And it is 19 inches wide. So it's a bigger, it's not a blanket, but it's a bigger table runner or top of a dresser scarf. But I just thought the colors were beautiful, especially for fall. And I am pricing this at $10, and it's number 54.
Christy Garza, you won the little bird dish, so thank you very much. You guys are helping me dwindle down my brass collection. My next item is a cute little tulip spring apron. It is a smaller size. It does tie. It has no staining. It does have a cute little pocket on the front. Let me see if I can, you guys can see. And this is just, I thought, an adorable piece with all the red and yellow, very festive, very spring. So this apron is going to be $12, and it is number 33.
All right. Congratulations to Michelle Ann for picking up the green bean casserole dish, which generated much discussion. And evidently Katie is a fan because she seemed to know the recipe by heart. Please get a hobby. I also was asked if I know if I've had Southern green bean casserole, and one of the ingredients that makes me hurl is green beans. So I don't really think it matters how you cook it. If the words green bean show up in it, not gonna like it. But I am moving on to the next item. So, but congratulations to Michelle Ann. I hope you make many green bean casseroles, and I hope your family loves them. I won't be coming over. And the next item is a set. I sold half of these in a previous sale, and I actually want to say Katie bought them, although I don't remember for sure, but I want to say I shipped these to Katie. So I now have the second half, and they are the butter pats. So a lot of what I'm pulling out is, the idea of entertaining that, even though there are now questions about whether families should be getting together for Thanksgiving, at some point you live with your family, you've already quarantined together, you're going to have Thanksgiving dinner. And if you want a fancy Thanksgiving dinner, you can have butter pats. So these are a little a variety of the set, just like what I had before. These all came from an estate sale. This one has a little bit more weight to it, and I want to say it's restaurant ware. I don't know if Barb from Winking Owl is still on here. I did some research on that and figured out it does say Cook China. I couldn't find it. The only thing I could find is Cook's China, which is made by Jackson China, and that is nothing to do with their mark. So I don't know the age of this one, but again, it's got that heavier weight. So this is actually a restaurant ware butter pat design. We've got one marked Limoges. So this is, I want to say GDA is what those initials are, but it's again marked Limoges. So you've got the rose with the gold scallop trim for that butter pat. This one is actually marked Noritake. So you've got the blue and white porcelain. It's got the Noritake mark still with the M for the Muramura Brothers mark. So you've got a little bit of age, but it is made in Japan, not Nippon. And then the last one, I actually didn't initially pick up because it was separate. I wouldn't have thought this was a butter pat. It's significantly larger than the other ones, but it's got this ruffled rim, so it's too small to be a coaster. So, but I was attracted to it because I thought it was a coaster. And then it's Sandland ware. I personally was not familiar with, but made in England. But then right in there, I don't know if I can hold it in a way you can see it, there's an incised mark that says butter. So it's like, oh, well, that answers that question. This was a butter pat. So you've got another butter pat, just a little bit larger, again, than any of the others. The three of the others pretty much are the same size, and they fit inside the fourth. So this is a set of 4 butter pats, all in perfect condition, no chips, no cracks. You have the entire set for $15. $15 for all 4 by giving me number 86. $15, 86 for the set of butter pats.
Next up, I have this vintage Benton hobnail. It's the moonstone with the white iridescent on clear glass decanter or perfume bottle. It is in excellent condition. It does have the stopper. The only thing with it is the stopper has come apart from the cork. So I didn't mess with it. I think it would be easy enough to get the cork out of there, or you could use it as is. Maybe it was intended that way even. I'm not 100% sure. But this is about 6.5 inches tall, no damage, really an attractive perfume or decanter. It is number 72, and I am asking $9. $9 for the Fenton perfume or decanter.
Okay, another Christmas item. This one also came new in box. It is a Kurt Adler little snowman figurine, and he is just about as precious as they come. And it's a snowfolk figurine, and it is snowman with dog. There is a little bell on the dog here. He is cute. The snowman is holding a little bone and a little heart, and he does have a scarf on. And he is about 5 inches tall with a base of about 2 inches. And there's a little heart on the back. His nose, his little carrot nose is intact. Everything is perfect. And he does come with his box. So for the Kurt Adler snowman, it is $12. Sorry, y'all. Number 63.
Thank you to Precious Lavender Buttons. You won the tulip apron. So my next item is another mirror offering for you guys. This is what I believe to be is a celluloid mirror. It does have a little bit of age marks on it. It is monogrammed LMW, but it is a lovely handheld mirror. I really like the shape. You can see in the light it does have a little bit of the aging behind the mirror, but you can still use it, and it's a great vanity display piece. It does have a little, I want you guys to see a little bit of the age staining. But I just thought this would be fun for if someone has a real ornate dresser or just for vanity wear or staging. It is $8 and it is number 36.
All right. Nobody picked up the butter pats, but there was a lot of conversation still about cooking. I will offer up that I do enjoy fried collard greens because my family is actually from the South, Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri. So we did know how to cook that kind of stuff. And some of the best I've ever had were from North Carolina. But that's a side point. So my next item, if you've seen earlier a couple sales I had done, I had had the opportunity to pick up a collection of Wade Whimsies, and I did some great bargain bin grab bag sales on those. But before I offered them up, I had actually taken out some of them that I knew were sets. And so what I have now is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the Wade Whimsy sets. 7 of them are all from the calendar series. So I've got a Christmas tree, which is one of the more popular pieces from that series. For the fall, we've got the scarecrow. And we also have the turkey. So you're prepping for the fall. So you've got the scarecrow and the turkey for that. But then we're also going through the rest of the calendar. We've got the leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day. And then we also have 4 pieces that are still in their original packaging. This one is from the series. I looked it up. I didn't realize she was from the series. And I don't know what month she's supposed to represent. She's kind of a lavender color. And it's a little girl holding a set of flowers. So I don't know if that's maybe June or July. Not 100% sure. Maybe she's springtime, but we already have, there's an Easter bunny, which I don't have, and the leprechaun. So I'm not sure what month she would be, but she's part of the series. But like I said, she could be June, maybe July. And then there wasn't a Liberty Bell was not in this calendar series, but I had one. And I'm like, okay, I think this could be July. So even though technically this is not part of the calendar series, I'm including it. So that one is still in the packaging as well. This stack of books with the mortar board on top is also from the calendar series. So probably this might be May or June. So this is for graduation. And then the last one that I have in this set is the Cupid, the one for February, also still in its packaging with the wings. He's a reddish color. So it's 8, 7 officially from the calendar series, an 8th one that if you want to put them out monthly, it looks like it should be part of the calendar series because it's the Liberty Bell. But you have the entire set of 8 is available. You can have that for $25. $25 for the full set of 8 Wade Whimsies by giving me number 92. $25, 92 for the 8 Wade Whimsies.
Congratulations to Blue Flamingo Mercantile for picking up the Flamingo Fenton perfume bottle. Next up, I have a piece of jewelry. It is a cloisonne pin with a water lily design and then some bright green leaves. The camera really does not do this justice. It is a really nice cloisonne pin. It is marked J.M. Sterling genuine cloisonne to the back. It's about 2 inches in length. Just a really nice piece of cloisonne, very wearable, not particularly large. I am asking, this is number 73, and I am asking $14 for the J.M. Sterling genuine cloisonne pin.
Okay, I've been putting it in the chat, but there's just so much to keep up with. But I want to say thank you to Old Stuff Beth, Texas. She got the Santa and Mrs. Claus creamer and sugar. Annie Barris, if I'm saying that correctly, she got the October Girl figurine, and Danny the Niche Lady got the Kurt Adler snowman. I know she likes snowmen. So my next item is a Dar tray. We've all seen them and we love them. We keep picking them up. It has got some beautiful colors in that, with that orange and the navy and the gold and the green. I just love that. Now there is a few spots that you could see at the bottom where there's a little bit of wear, but it is made in England. It says here it is 7.5 inches long and 6 inches wide, so it is just a little trinket dish. But for this Dar tray, masking $6, number 60.
Salt and pepper shakers for you. They're squirrels, but they're unique because they're wearing, I believe, berets. And who can say that they have squirrel salt and pepper shakers wearing berets? And they have their original stoppers. The only thing I noticed on these guys is if you look at the, where am I? He has just a little itty bitty ding right there on the bottom, but otherwise these are in excellent condition, and these are bigger guys. They look cute in a fall display, fall vignette. They are $8 and number 30.
All right. For my last item, the Wade Whimsy set went to Kori KCATX. So that was number 92. Congratulations, Kori, for picking that up. As we're keeping track, doing a little bit of housekeeping, we have gone through, this is the 19th round. So I will be offering, my next item is the 19th item. So that means the next item we each sell is the last item. So we are coming to the end of the sale. What that means is each of the sellers will look to see what we have not sold and pick up, 2, 3 items that we can highlight for those of you who might have joined the sale later, but then sell the 20th item. So don't go away, because we all have at least one more item left to sell. In my case, I've got 2 because this is my 19th item. So this is a French gravy separator. I had to do a little bit of digging on this for multiple reasons. One, I had to figure out who the manufacturer was. And the manufacturer is this word that I had never seen before. And it is Pillivuyt. And so I looked it up, and I believe the correct pronunciation, the Francophiles can correct me, was Pillivyut. Pillivyut. I think it was VWEET, or maybe it was S. I don't remember now. I had looked it up earlier. But it is manufactured by Pillivyut. And it was made in France, which explains the unpronounceable French name. But it was made for Hone, H-O-A-N. And Hone was another word that I didn't know, a company I couldn't figure out. So I had to look that one up as well. And I've already forgotten what that one stood for. So H-O-A-N, Pillivyut was the pronunciation. And the H-O-A-N is Housewares of All Nations. So evidently, this was manufactured for distribution in America through Housewares of All Nations, which from what I could tell started in the late 60s. Based on the decoration, I'm thinking that this might be going into the 80s, 90s. These are still made today. Williams-Sonoma has a plain version of it that are more, that are just plain white. This one just has this kind of, floral wheat pattern on it. And the separating port is a gravy separator. You can see this side basically just comes right out the spout, but this other side has this piece that goes all the way down to the bottom, and the hole is all the way down there. And the idea is whether you want rich gravy or light gravy. Now, I did not know such a thing existed because growing up, all of my gravy came from a can. So I don't think it mattered. But I guess if you make your own gravy, there's heavy or the rich gravy and the light gravy. So depending on which one you liked, you would pour it out, and it'd either pull from the bottom of the gravy boat or from the top of the gravy boat. Who knew? So again, doing a lot of serving pieces, getting prepped, got to get that gravy on your turkey, and you can educate everyone how to pronounce the French manufacturer and whether you have light, heavy, or heavy or light gravy. But you can have the Pillivyut gravy separator for $9. $9 Pillivyut by giving me number 78.
All right. Thanks again for having me, Patrick. There's a few items that I have not yet sold that I'll just go over real quickly. One was the vintage barware set of 3 steelworkers glasses, mid-century modern. That was number 53, and I was asking 12 on the set of 3 of those glasses. I also still have my aluminum tray with the bakelite handles. That was number 61 at $12. And my figure lamp, which was number 75 at $16. So those were 3 that did not sell. My last item I actually just picked up today, and I thought I would give the people here tonight an option before I put it up on eBay. This is a vintage corkwood desk globe. It is made in Italy, which is marked to the bottom. It's a really unique globe, both in design and function. So the design of it is such that the actual globe lifts out of the base and then resets down into the base. Really a nice design. And then the globe itself, of course, has your regular terrestrial land masses, that kind of thing. But there's also indications of some celestial bodies along this mounted piece. And then the base is interesting in that it details all of the zodiac along the perimeter. So really an interesting desk piece, interesting design and interesting makeup. It is 11 inches tall, so pretty substantial, and 10 inches wide, but definitely could be on a shelf or a desk without being too unruly. Again, corkwood, made in Italy. This is number 69, and I am asking $28 for the Italian desk globe.
Okay, I'm going to spotlight 3 items before I get to my 20th item, just because I think they were some of my favorites. The first one that I'm going to spotlight is the footed little vase here, and it was $12, number 57. $12, number 57. Another one was number 52, $12, and it was the redware Moriage painted teapot oval, $12, number 52. And then because people told me that this is probably a lap blanket, I wanted to show that again. It is the 39 inches lap blanket. It was $10, number 54. And so that brings me to my last item. My last item today is a Nelson McCoy squirrel planter. He is brown with the cold painting of the yellow little nut and his eyes. He does have the marking. It is, let me see if I can find it. Well, it's on the bottom, McCoy, here. And so I want to take these out so you can see that it is just a small planter, but he is super, super cute. Does have some oxidation on the inside, but you're going to put plants in there and you're never going to see that. So I am asking $14 for that cute squirrel planter, number 53. And thanks, Patrick, for having me. I've enjoyed it.
All right, the final round. I have 3 items I'm going to highlight real quick and then get to my last one. So once again, there was this Anchor Hawking Odell's hair trainer, great vintage bottle. That was $10, and number 34. 34 for the hair trainer bottle. The next was a set of black Syracuse china. It's a creamer and a sugar packet. It was $12 for the set, and number 31. And then there was the adorable piggy bank, that was $10. and it just had one little ding on its ear. $10. Number 39 for the piggy bank. And then my last item is, I believe this is restaurant wear, but it is not marked. I love the Art Deco shape of it. It's a great marigold gold color for fall. So this final piece is going to be $8 and number 48. And thanks for having me.
All right, so I'll highlight a few things that had not sold, starting with a couple of things from early on. We've got about twice as many people in the online right now than we did at the beginning. So one of the pieces was this porcelain. I've now been told it's a leopard because it has spots. So I live in Illinois, so we just did not know that here. So Illinois. So we've got a leopard with its spots. Still don't know if he's from anything, but he's kind of crouching, hidden, but crouching tiger, hidden dragon. So he was 84 and he was $9. We also had the only coasters that I had in the sale. So, you know, I'm hurt that my coasters didn't sell, but that was part of the set of the Las Vegas mug and the glass coasters for the Palms Casino. The set, the two pieces together were was number 85 for $10. And then also a little surprise, the butter pats hadn't sold. So just highlighting that again, those were number 86, and that was $15 for the set of 4 butter pats. So we've got the last item of the sale. My last item as for the evening is another piece of glass. This is a Studio Nova tulip-shaped glass decorative vase primarily. It would hold water, but the water would have to stop, you know, part way up. If you did this to hold tulips, though, they would be able to drape out of the edges of the flower. And it is in the shape of a tulip, so that's probably what it was designed to do. It does still have the original foil Studio Nova label on it. It's in perfect condition, no chips, no cracks, and it is available and can be yours for $8. $8 for the yellow tulip glass from Studio Nova by giving me number 80. $88 for Studio Nova. So that is it for the evening. And we'll actually show that Katie picked up 86, the butter pat. So thank you for picking that up, Katie. And they will now be reunited because I think you bought the first half of the estate. But anyway, thanks everyone for joining. Thank you again much to Rebecca, Beth, and Christine for being part of my 4 Sellers, 1 Sale event tonight. And thanks to all of you for joining the sale. As I mentioned before, because this is my 1 year in anniversary of being in business, every sale I do during the month of October will be a 4 Seller, 1 Sale event. So next week will be another one on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. The sellers next week are Katie from Vintage and Vinyl. We will also have George from the Antique Nomad. He gets a second try because we had problems with his technical difficulties with his sale last week. And also we will have Dottie Lynn from Triple S Mercantile will be the both Katie and Dottie will be doing. I think Dottie's sold on other people's sales before, so it's Katie's official first sale and Dottie's kind of official first sale. So again, we're gonna have a couple newbies. So I really appreciate everyone if you come back next week and join another 4 Seller, 1 Sale event. If you bought anything tonight, please send an email to your respective seller. If you missed their email address, just send the email to me. My email address is still rolling across the bottom, and I can forward it to the right person. I apologize for the numbering snafu. I'll try and make sure we correct that, get that corrected for next week so we don't have the duplicate numbers. But I think watching the chat, I don't think there was any confusion with that. But if there is, we will work it out and appreciate all of your patience. So again, thanks everyone for joining. Thank you for giving us all your time. Thanks for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, y'all.